So how long until then?
2 hours perhaps.
All right. All right, so I'm live streaming. It's really choppy because so much is loaded,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a really long view distance, and I have shaders.
Could you send me a link?
Oh, it's yeah, I'll send it. It's well, just go to youtube.com/odielag, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
and then it should show right at the top. You'll see the frame rate is really low though, but it looks pretty good.
There. Oh, wait. There was the live stream.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
So you're at Y251.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute the live stream because I don't want to hear myself.
That's fine. But yeah, here are the settings I have. I have 32 render distance, and
Yeah.
then vertical distance is 16 cubes. See, basically, instead of a chunk being all the way to the sky and to the bedrock,
Hmm.
it turns it into 16 block cubes. So 16 by
Okay.
16 by 16. And then, like, when you look a certain direction, it loads them based on what's closest. Like, I'll go up
Interesting.
and it'll start loading.
Yeah.
Are you watching?
Yeah, I am. I am.
Yeah.
That's that's fucking insane.
Yeah, man. And I think I want to make it so it's just like even like I don't know, better terrain. I think I can do it too.
Sounds really cool. Though this terrain is still very interesting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I remember messing around with Minecraft's own generation code. Not code, but you can just finick in the client. And I
Hmm.
got something like this. Well, not the Y508.
Yeah, look,
600. Yeah,
I've
600.
rendered like under, and now it's showing like the top of what I've rendered.
Yeah.
I think that's kind
Is
of cool.
the stone blocks, are they rendering like that? The flat surfaces, or is it just unrendered?
It's unrendered.
Hmm.
See
That's
right there?
insane.
I'm gonna go right
Yeah.
there if I can, and it'll render all around it if I
I can
can't.
see some places blocks are falling.
Yeah,
Is it water or sand or
gravel.
gravel? Yeah.
Yeah, look at all that gravel falling. Let's watch it hit the ground here.
I think if it hits the snow, it's going to break and then become entities.
Oh, really?
That's gonna cause a lot of lag. Yeah, it does. No, or does it?
We'll find out soon. Maybe it is breaking. I don't know.
No, I think it's
No, it
breaking
takes over the
this.
snow.
No, or yeah, it does. That's good because that would cause a shit ton of lag if
Hmm.
all those gravel blocks became entities.
But you can see how it's loading.
Yeah.
It's not loading like fully tall chunks. It's loading cubes.
Hmm.
I think it's kind of cool.
It is.
Definitely demanding. I mean,
Yeah. Is
but
this on the server or
no,
single
no,
player?
no. This is single player, but you can set it up to be multiplayer. I think
What kind of beast of computer are you running?
a really
That's.
good one.
I guess you have 32 gigs of RAM.
No, I have 64, but I have 32 for this
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
I have 32 for this process.
I I think I have to look in how to allocate more RAM to Minecraft because you can specify on your PC where the RAM should be allocated.
Hmm.
I don't. I only think at the moment it's 6 or 4 gigs of RAM that's allocated in Minecraft, and that's not nearly enough.
Well, but you only have 8, right? 8 gigs on your system.
I have what?
You only have 8 gigabytes on your system.
Yeah, I do 8. Yeah,
All
so I
right.
should allocate like an entire.
We'll just allocate 6, because if you do it entire, then it'll compete against the system.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's really easy. Do you want me to show you how to allocate more?
Yeah, yeah, for
Sure.
sure.
All right, I'm gonna save and quit. Want to see my task manager?
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, look
sure.
at that.
Shutting down internal server. Oh man, loads of peaks.
All right, here I go. I'm gonna disconnect the Bluetooth while I'm at it. Let's see. Show Bluetooth. Turn that off. Just for the heck of it. I really wanted to get it working though. Like other people got it working, and I don't know why it's not working. All right, here we go. So, oh, I didn't show you. Dang, I'll have to exit and show you. But I think it's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna get it to work. I think I'm gonna make like the horizontal bigger and the vertical bigger, so that it just looks more sectioned up. Okay, so you go launch options, and then you click what you launch, then you enable this, and on the left it says XMX, and it'll say 1 or 2G.
Oh, is that
Yeah, that's right
how you
there.
allocate?
Yeah,
I think.
and
Yeah, I
then
can't hear you anymore if you're trying to talk.
oh, sorry, I wasn't holding it. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, XMX right there. It says 32G. That's 32 gigs. You can just put 6G, and then it'll be good.
oh, so it's actually on the Minecraft client. You go to settings, then uh,
You go to launch options, and then click on the one you use, and
advanced
then JVM
settings.
arguments.
I couldn't wait. So you go to the the one you want to launch and JVM. And do I type something different there?
Well, it'll say XMX and then a number and then G, and that's how many gigs it uses.
Ah, I only have 2G.
Nice. Well, up it to 6.
Yeah. Cool. Save. Wait. I never knew. I've always known it's been possible, but I've never tried it.
Wow. Because these chunks have been explored before, they load really quickly. Are you watching the stream?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's loading
I'm
a
gonna
lot
I'm gonna
quicker.
explore some places I've been to before because it'll show it really well.
Is everything snow because of the altitude?
No, no, it's biomes.
Mm.
And I can set how big the biomes are.
Yeah.
Though the altitude, well, no, because look, here's non-snow and here's snow.
But isn't there a something above you that prevents the snow?
What
Do
do
you
you
see the
mean?
shadow there? Like, is there an island above you right now?
Well, if I go up, I'm gonna hit something because it just keeps on generating.
Yeah, that's what I like. Isn't it not snow there because it doesn't have sky access?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because if you go above 110 y-axis, it will automatically be a freezing biome.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And biomes are set up horizontally. So, like, I have these biomes as be set up, I think, every either 256 blocks or 512 blocks.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, that's how it works on this.
And that's because it's an entirely different client and mod pack.
I think so. Well, I think it works that way normally. It's just the ceiling isn't super high.
Yeah.
Wonder if there's just a dead end over here. I just haven't explored over here yet. Yeah, so I'm gonna play with it, and you're probably gonna go AFK for a while, like 2 hours or something, and be back maybe.
Mm.
And once I get it all set up, then I'm gonna make a server and make a client and get a link, and
Yeah.
it'll have everything set up, and it'll be good.
Sounds very cool.
And I want to like do more than just have a cool generator. Like I want to like play around with other mods, and I want to like learn how to code a little bit to change them.
Hmm.
So I'm going to have to play around with that. Oh, I've explored this area before, so it should load fast if you're watching.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
What's that pillar? Oh, it's water.
yeah, it is water. And look, there's lava.
Yeah.
It's been falling for a long time, to be honest.
It's frozen. Frozen lava. Oh
Yeah,
no, it's moving. It's
yeah, it
moving.
is moving. So it'll be fun. And like, if I don't have the server to run it, like if it takes too much CPU usage, like for instance, that it reached 76 CPU usage is probably doing something with the graphics, but 76%, that's like what's 70 what's or 26. 26 divided by 3. What's 26 divided by 3? Well, it's almost 9. That's like 8 cores.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I have a 3 core server.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
For sure.
Yeah. And there's some nice mods for Minecraft too. Like there's some where it gives custom items with stats, and so like it's kind of RPG stuff.
Yeah.
And like there are a lot of good ideas with Minecraft. Like there was this one um, mod called Hack Slash Mine. It was a full mod, and basically the further distance you were from spawn, like the biomes would have levels, and they would be higher the further you were from spawn, so the mobs would be better.
Ah, yeah, that's super cool.
But
Is
but
I
but
think
also
that's part of a dungeon mod, right?
I don't know, but the further you were from spawn, the mobs were harder. But also the loot would be better, and they had classes.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah, you'd be
that's
running
cool.
for hours from spawn to get to like really high level mobs, and if you died, it was like pretty bad because you had to run back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
it is.
Yeah. Oh man, that's using a lot of RAM. But you don't have to have this distance. I bet if you had like, because I have 32 radius with 16 vertical, and I think if you had less, it would use a lot less RAM.
Yeah, for sure. I'm currently playing in my testing world that I made in like 1.10,
Hmm.
and some of these contraptions still work.
Nice. I enjoy seeing chunks load. I don't know why, but I do.
Well, if you have enough RAM, it's pleasant, but when you have a slower computer, it's jittery.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
but but
how was it when you had 32 distance on playing on the server though?
no, it was fine. Surprisingly quick, and realizing that I've always had only 2 gigs allocated, it's probably gonna be even better now that I have 4 gigs of RAM more
Mm-hmm.
to play around with. So that's cool.
I don't know.
That's
I think that's cool. So what I'm thinking is, here, let me show you something.
for sure.
I know you have to leave soon.
No,
So this is how you configure it to the world you want, and I'm going to show you like how it looks like. It actually gives you a view into what the chunks will look like. So you can do custom cubic, then you click customize,
mm-hmm.
and it has a bunch of settings. Let's say biome size 8. There's water level. There's a lot of stuff. But here is the interesting screen. Do you see this?
Yeah.
So this is with default settings.
Water level, lake rarity, biome size. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it'll look like. Um, I'm gonna say biome size 512 just to see the distance. 512. All right, and then zooming out. So like between these lines is a different biome, but it's also the view distance if you have 32 chunks. So that's what it looks like on default. And I'm going to change some settings and you'll see what it
Channel,
looks like.
Nostro.
Mm-hmm.
Link to gyizo.com.
So the preview biome size, preview biome offset.
Yeah, I'm seeing the link you just sent me.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
found it from an old world. It's an old build I had.
That's really cool.
I've been looking through my screenshots, and they are all the way back to, let's see, 2015.
So what I do is I turn factor and special all the way max for height chip variation
Mm-hmm.
and then mix that. And maybe I can do better, but that's what I do. Like if I turn factor down, then it stops generating in a certain height.
So what am I seeing here on the graph? Like when you threw factor down to the highest point, what is that the islands that are generating?
Yeah, basically, like
Oh shit! Damn.
yeah, that's a cross section of what it'll look like.
Yeah.
So, like if you were here, or if you were here, say, and you could see through stuff, you would see to the 500 to the right and 500 to the left, and a little high and a little down. So that's what it'll look
Mm.
like a little. But if I change settings, it'll go like the whole way. Watch. So that way it's like all the way up. But then I change some more
I assume like
settings.
the gray is stone and the blue is water.
I mean, look, I'm going to 100,000 and it's still generating.
That's insane.
But, all right, we're back.
2 sec.
All right.
Getting a phone call. back.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
So as you can see, I'm modifying it.
Need to tab it back up. Yeah.
So that's what it looks like so far.
It's a real shame that we aren't on 1.13 because I get so many ideas of the underwater levels there, and I would really love the new, not the beacons, the conduits from 1.13, the underwater breathing conduits. So what does factor mean? Is it a vertical contra a...
I think factor is how intense it is. Like this is high noise, it's how intense high noise is.
Okay, so I think like a lower noise looks better.
Whoa, that looks pretty good.
Yeah. Because if it's a really high factor, it's... So if you change the factor like in the middle...
Too. Oh, yeah. That doesn't look good.
But it's quite difficult to say, to be honest, like when you view it from a 2D perspective, but that looks kind of cool when you... Whoa, Jesus.
Yeah, that's not so good. Alright, that's good.
Infinity. There we go. Oh.
That's pretty good. What do you think of that?
Looks like a map.
Should I make it a little bigger though?
Yeah, I think, yeah, exactly. The period like that.
Oh, that's
so
interesting.
It is. It looks like a world map.
So, like, that's probably a lot bigger than the last one we did.
Could it be an idea to use world borders? So there's actually a limit, so you can't go like 10,000 blocks away, because that's going to be really intense.
Oh, but it'll just load the chunks around, so it's not so bad.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I have a lot of memory on the server that I already have, so it'll be all right. And if it's fun and it takes a lot more power, I'll get a different server.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. So this is what I came up with so far.
Yeah, I like that because I like the water pockets underneath.
Yeah. So, and it goes real far, watch. Oh, should I make the biomes bigger? Like 1,000?
I think so, yeah. It's gonna be... I really prefer a jungle biome, but in this, I fear that the vines are going to cause a lot of issues, because the vines they grow infinitely.
Well, there's a forest biome.
Yeah.
Swamp, river, hell, and frozen.
And swamps are the same. Probably is going to have the same problem with the vines. Jungle. Sweet.
I can actually move the jungle into the starting area.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That's...
Alright, here I go. Alright, high variation.
There's a lot of customization.
Come on, jungle. Oh, what's all this? There's 3 types of jungles. Do you know what that means?
There's what? There's...
3 types of jungles. I'll just do the middle jungle in the middle, so we'll find out. So that's how big it is. I think that's pretty good. I mean, maybe it should be vertically a little taller though, like scale wise. Alright, slow noise. Alright, like that looks better.
Let's see, 2 seconds gonna tab. So that looks better than... Could you show the before? Oh yeah, I think exactly like thinner. So
Yeah,
how do you see the thickest part of the?
like right there.
Oh, I can't see your cursor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now I can. Like the thickest stone part. Yeah,
Okay.
like around there. Because if it's too thick, it's going. I don't know how thick is it when it comes to blocks.
Well, that's
Oh,
about
I can see
800.
there. It's 500. Oh, that's a lot of blocks.
Yeah, but it'll look really good in the open. Like if you're
Yeah,
standing right
for
there.
sure.
Yeah.
Because I think when you increase the factor or decrease, I assume it becomes too jittery and too much. That's probably gonna look really cool.
All right. Want to try it?
Yeah.
Done. Done. Create new world. Here we go. It takes a little while to generate the initial part.
Hmm. So, what's gonna happen with structures? Like,
I
let's
honestly
say
don't
ocean
know.
monuments and villages and all that good stuff.
I haven't seen any structures, to be honest. So I don't
Because
know.
that's something we can simply copy paste in if we
Oh.
want to, like oh, it's guardian spawns or something.
Hmm.
And villages aren't super important because we could just cheat in a couple of villagers to if we want to make something of them.
Huh. Well,
um,
I could look at the settings better because I think there were settings for them.
hmm.
All right, let's see what this will look like. Oh, it is forest, right?
Let's see, I can only see sky. Oh, it's taiga, extreme taiga.
Oh, I have two forests neighboring it though, so we'll find out.
But is this using the biome bundle preset
No,
also?
no,
No,
no, it can't use that.
no.
It's not compatible with it. Though if I was an expert programmer, I could probably figure out a way. And it's a fun project.
It is. It's interesting.
So I'm going to keep on going until I get into another biome. I think I set the biomes to 1024 size, right?
So try and maybe TP yourself like 2,000 blocks away and see what happens.
I'll get there quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, look, snow. I don't know if that's a different biome, but it's snow. Is snow a different biome? Here, let me just press
uh,
F3 and figure it out. Okay, I'm in a mega taiga.
mhm.
How do you say that?
Yeah, taiga.
Okay.
I think taiga is a very Scandinavian form of saying pine forest.
Oh. Yeah, Notch, eh?
For sure.
Notch is awesome. I wish he was still working on Minecraft.
He's working on some other projects I've seen in his private jet. I follow him on Instagram and he's posting some weird shit.
He works on things on his private jet.
Yeah, no, like games. He's sitting with his laptop on his private jet, sometimes posting update pics on another game he's working on.
Wow.
He's living the high life.
I'm just gonna keep on going until I get out of this.
Yeah.
Oh, look at my Y.
Oh Jesus,
I
1600.
bet if I turn around, it'll just show a few chunks.
Completely blank.
Oh, it's loading 0 chunks. Oh, look at that. What? That was interesting.
What happened?
I looked up and then chunks appeared. It's funny seeing all this stuff fall. So I'm in a river biome. Not that anyone would know. So do you have to leave soon?
Yeah, around now, yeah. She's taking the bus to the store. I'm taking the bike, so it's like a 10-minute bike ride.
Okay.
So I should get going. We're meeting up in like 10 minutes.
Wow.
She's oh man, all the gravel. Is that a lone island or?
I'm gonna follow the gravel down and see where it hits. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of Y.
But yeah, I'll get going now, and
Okay.
I'll talk to you later. Good
All
luck.
right. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, same. See ya.
Nozdro moved to 5.
Weird.